Hey, 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 family. Hi, we're back at it again. Yes, it's Iron Infusion Day number 2. Guess who's not happy this afternoon? Destiny's back in the house, but she's not happy at all. So by now, if you've been watching the channel and keeping up, I've been doing a bit of vlogging. Usually I'm on here talking about my pale lips. Today they're going to be red because I'm taking down some red juice. I'm taking out actually anything I have in the house that's filled. I've already completed. This is empty. So I've already taken down one of these, which was lemonade. I took down about where this finger is, about that much of some orange juice. And it's not like orange juice, but it's a drink packet that's orange flavored. So I took about that much down. That's what I had left over from last night. Yes, about that much. I took that down first thing this morning. And then I had this bottle brought up to me that was filled with lemonade. And this one that's brought up to me. And I'm starting it. Y'all listen, this is miserable. In my previous video of my Iron Infusion Day, I'm not a drinker. I don't like to drink. I can eat an entire meal and not drink anything. I don't know why my body is just not thirsty. As I say, I'm not thirsty in more than one way. I'm not a thirsty person, right? So learning that all my life I've been a horrible stick comes from not hydrating. It was great to know, but it was also troubling. Because now I know I'm a problem solver. I'm going to fix it. I'm not going to keep coming in here battling and having anxiety and crying and going through hyperventilating and all that foolishness that I go through because you can't get a needle in my arm. Or why does it sound like my wash machine's going? I hadn't stuck a thing in my wash machine. If it's going, I need to go out the front door because who started it? But yeah, I learned that I needed to hydrate. And so I don't just hydrate. I hydrate like a fish swimming in the sea, in the ocean, in the lake, in the waters. I drink and I probably overdrink, but the gist of that is I need to get in the building and I need to have a successful IV inserted in my vein. That's it. And to hydrate, you need the veins to pop. You don't need them to be flop. Okay, so I'm hydrating. And of course, I pick up throughout the day. Y'all, if you've been watching, you know the routine. When I leave the house, I got a silly little corner routine. So I head down to the corner store. I'm going to go to Publix and I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree. So guess what? If you guys are hanging out with me today, welcome. Thank you. We're going to Publix and we are going to the Dollar Tree. I always need something from those two spots. It's weird. Even if it's a little bit. Usually the Dollar Tree is a stock up, like grab a whole bunch of stuff. So I don't have to go again, but I keep going again and again and again. So it really doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's the routine. Iron infusion number 2. There's one more to go. For whatever reason, this iron that they give me intravenously has to be done in 3 dosages. Why would you do something like that to a person like me who's a terrible stick? But if I don't get it, it's going to be worst case scenario. So we're going to get that iron. We're going to pop a little something on these pale lips. We're going to brush these teeth again. Because once I try to eat a little something, I always feel like something's in my mouth. So if it's something in my teeth, mind your business. Y'all know the rule. Mind your business. And yeah, we'll be back probably when we get in the car. Thanks for watching. All right, guys. So with a little bit more light on, I came back on real quick because I have to laugh at myself for talking nose. I'm always telling y'all to mind y'all business, especially by my ashy hands, right? Because I'm so OCD, I'm always drying them. And I don't really take a lot of time lotioning and oiling them up. They just, when you work on a computer a lot, it just makes it sticky. You know, everything is just sticky or just tacky. It just feels weird when you always got a cream or something oily and you have to be touching your phone or touching a keyboard. I think that's my biggest reason for not putting stuff on my hands on a regular basis. But I'm always saying mind your business right if my hands ash. And then lately, since I've been doing this little vlogging thing, I'm like, you know, something in my teeth, mind your business. I had to hop back on because when I went up to brush my teeth, I'm like, girl, you had a big chunk. Now, I haven't gone back to watching my footage yet. So if it wasn't visible, great, good for me, right? But the fact that I'm talking about mind your business, thinking for the most part, there's nothing in my mouth, my teeth. But it was. Yeah, big old chunk over there. It wasn't in the back, it was in the front, so I imagine you could see it. Anywho, I'm gonna finish this drink. I haven't gotten far, y'all. I am struggling. Yeah, I've been doing quite a bit of urinating, so it tells me that I'm doing pretty good hydrating. I don't like when I'm drinking. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not going to the bathroom. But when I start going to the bathroom, I feel like, okay, the fluids are in there. You're flushing them out. You're flushing your system. It's in there. But anyway, here we go. I'll say it again. I don't know why my body is the way it is, but I do know this. If I eat a meal, I just need a little sip of something to wash it down. I don't know why. This right. And then if I am even thirsty ever in life, right, it's after eating certain things. If something's really salty or seasoned, I may be thirsty naturally. It's not me. And I'm not one to just walk around, just go to the refrigerator, pick up something, drink, and start drinking it without having any food. So this is a struggle because most times I do iron infusions, I get up and I don't even try to tackle food because my gut don't have enough space for that. So I will literally just drink. I'm not thirsty. I haven't had nothing to make me thirsty. So this is a struggle. And then there's days I do want something to eat. Like I may get up and try to have me like a little chicken wrap or I'll throw me some pepperonis in a wrap. Y'all know I eat very different because of my gastroparesis and early satiety. And it doesn't really go over well because I don't have room for food and drink. That's that part of early satiety. There's so many times you feel full after taking 2 bites of food. So your gut is telling you, hey, that's enough. And you're like, I haven't even started eating good yet. It's a lot. I am definitely going to do a video talking about early satiety and gastroparesis, a full-on video, so that it's not always incorporated in other videos. And you're like, what is she talking about? But I'm talking about a gut disease that I have called gastroparesis. Early satiety was the first diagnosis, and together they're a monster. But anyway, I'm going to finish this red drink. I'm going to finish this red drink. And it is 1 o'clock. My appointment is at 2. I'm about 20 minutes away from the office. So not a long drive. And I put my old, well, I won't say old glasses, but my old prescription. I put those on. They still got the bifocal line. Y'all see it. But I put these on because I just didn't feel like going to get any one of my 3 newer pair. And guess what? I can still see. I may not be able to see that good, but I can still see. Better than these bare eyeballs. So they were just right here on the kitchen counter. I'm like, yeah, let me wash these up and put them on. Yeah, I said wash them up. Y'all know OCD. If they're going on my face, they got to get clean. They were already clean, but I had to wipe them down some more. Put a little bit of stuff on, put a little bit of Dawn in my hand as if I was going to wash my hands with some soap. Just put the glasses in there and wash them. Everything has to get washed. That's my OCD. All right, let me get this drink down. Oh, let me get this drink down. Fun, not so much fun. Real quick before I go. I showed you guys this last time. These bottles are 20-ounce bottles. They are 20-ounce bottles. 20. That's a lot. So I've had 40 ounces. I don't even know what you're supposed to have in a day. It's like 40 ounces within like 2 hours. And then I had about a half a bottle. So about 50. That's a lot. Maybe not for you if you drink all day long and people I think some people drink a gallon of water a day or some mess like that. Baby, 50 ounces in 2 hours when you don't take that in a week. It's a monster. And I said it a week to be I don't know. I probably don't get 50 ounces of liquid in a week. I literally don't drink on a regular basis. But just wanted to hop back on and wanted you guys to know, not only am I struggling to drink, wanted to let you know how much I'm drinking. Not just to say I'm drinking and I'm struggling, but how much I am actually taking in this afternoon. But anywho, it's a little bit, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes after 1. My appointment is at 2, so I'm going to wrap it up, get what I need to get to the car, and head out. Yes. Either today's a good day, I'm just being brave, right? Yes, I have a glove on. You are experienced in my OCD. I wanted a wrap. Last time, I just had a wrap with nothing in it. I have a few pepperonis in this one. Last time you saw me just eat a wrap. That's all I had was just a, well, you didn't see me, but I was on video saying I only ate a wrap before I left to go do my iron infusion. And this time, I have just a few pepperonis in it. And I've also talked about, don't come for me on my videos because people love to say, why are you talking with food in your mouth? Why are you chewing? I think I have a way of knowing how to hold food in my mouth and talk where you don't see my food in my mouth. I don't know how I even mastered it. It's not something I do all the time. I just put it in your jaw and talk. I mean, even if I open my mouth some, you may see food in the corner, but yeah, it's just a way to do it other than popping and smacking and food and whatever, all in your mouth and everybody can see it. That's weird. But when I do, I think I'm a bit modest when I do it, so no one should come for me. Anywho, I have had all that liquid that I told you about, and I'm trying a wrap. I'm hungry. And this is, yes, I don't eat with dirty hands. I know most people in the world do, but I don't. I could wash my hands and eat this wrap, but sometimes it's easy for me to pop on the glove and eat. So that's what I'm doing. Again, this is a day of Destiny head out to do an iron infusion where I have to drink plenty of liquid. I usually refuse to eat, but I'm trying it. I'm going for it. And y'all know I'm going to brush my teeth for the, third time? Yeah, I tried a little something earlier, just a few nuts. But they weren't heavy enough, so I don't want to sit in that chair all the time. I have to sit and get that iron infusion. Hungry. I'm always hungry sitting there. Today, I don't want to be hungry. Yeah, so there you have it. So, off to the races. What's so funny about that daggone red juice? It's so red. I put something on my lips and you barely can tell. I did my usual try to color my lips in and you still see this red popping through. That's weird. Last time I said I thought I did a little bit too much on my lips. I probably should have done a little bit more. I should have went gothic. Anywho, it is what it is. Listen. Today is not a fashion day. We ain't trying to make a fashion statement. What we are trying to do is get a needle, an IV in the arm successfully. So I'm not going to worry too much about these red-brown lips because I always put a little brown just to color in my little pale lips. So I don't have much. I'll probably do some more footage in the place, in the oncology office. In my last video, I was talking about how I've always called it the oncology office, and I really think it's just oncology. So if it's oncology, I'm gonna try to say it right, but I just like oncology. I like maybe it's dermatology, maybe that's what I'm thinking. A lot of other things have a in them. Rheumatology, dermatology. I need it to be on oncology. I probably will stick to what I say because mine makes more sense. It sounds better. Do we have a red light ahead? Come on, be green, be green. No, it's, oh yeah, it is green. The other people have the, well, they moving slow like it's red. Jesus, come on, people. Let's go, let's go, let's go, go, go. Let's G-O-G-O. Sometimes I procrastinate leaving the house. I will find 1,000 things to do. And I had to learn this a few years back that it's my anxiety. I do it in a lot of different things. Sometimes I just realize at home I'm going to get up and take on a big chore, a task in the house. I will procrastinate my behind off. And it's just like I'm building myself up to what I need to do. And I do that probably in a lot of aspects of my life. I'm not ready for what needs to be done, what has to be done today. So I'll nilly-willy around. But when it comes to appointments, I can't do it a lot because at some point you've got to exit the front door. You got to get out the house. So, but it did happen. I definitely did. I did some laundry. I did just some miscellaneous stuff. I'm taking stuff out the dishwasher and putting it away. Just stuff that has nothing to do with get your behind up, get fresh, get clean, get dressed, get to drinking, and get out the door. Things I did had nothing to do with getting out the door. But again, that's my way of preparation. My mental needs to be distracted. And I'm going to do the same thing when I get in the building. I'm going to get in the building. And when they come in the room, I get to talking. It's so funny that I didn't know. I'm a talker, so it's hard to associate when I'm babbling. Just that it's anxiety. It's always, literally recently I learned. Because I overdo it. And sometimes people looking at me like, dang, are you really this talkative? Are you really this chatty? And it hit me one day when I just realized I was just going overboard. It put a battery pack in me and it just wound me up. And when the moment was over, I was like, dang, I was extra chatty in there. I was just rambling it. And then I realized that was that anxiety. You didn't. I'm sure it was a medical appointment. I don't remember exactly. But it's happened so many times. I'm sure it was me trying to stall. Like, let me talk, let's laugh, how's your day? And girl, let me tell you about my last appointment. And just rambling. And then when it gets down to the moment, that's when I'm like, okay, wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm ready. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm ready to go. Okay, no, I'm not. I go through it. I've gotten so much better since someone told me when it comes to needles, IVs, hydrate. I've gotten better. But I've had anxiety for so many years dealing with it. It's just not gone. And in my other video with my iron infusion, I was trying to talk about the 3 things. It's mainly with blood work. The 3 rules I have for the phlebotomist. And I couldn't remember one of them. So here are the 3 rules. First, please go and get the tiniest needle you have. I do need the butterfly. I need the butterfly. And if you have one smaller than the butterfly, baby, grab that one. That's the first rule. Rule number 2. When you are about to go in, don't tell me. When you're about to stick, do not tell me. If you don't need me to jump or flinch, do not tell me. And how about I forgot again the 3rd one? I forgot the 3rd one again, y'all. I'm going to come back and tell y'all what the 3rd one was. Now, what's funny is, the one I forgot the last time was a small needle, and I had the other 2. This time I included the small needle. I really can't remember the 3rd one. It's literally 3 rules. One of these, and I'm not ready to go all the way back in my content to find that video to see what 2 I told you, to piece it together, and I'm like, man, bye. Sometime throughout the day it might come to me, but yeah, there's 3 rules. Those are the most 2 important, I think. But I don't know why I can't remember the other one. But yeah, it's always get the smallest needle. Do not tell me when they're about to go in my arm. So I don't, if they're like, okay, I'm going to go in now, I'm going to jump. Don't tell me that. So just go. And I've done this so many times, unfortunately. I know when they're going in. When they get real quiet, as soon as they take that little wipe and they clean your arm and everything gets quiet, they're focused on their vein. I know when they're going in. So it's like, I don't know. In the beginning, it was like, don't tell me. And it made sense, don't tell me. But now it's like, I already know. When they, because they looking, they got the trinket on. They don't squeeze your arm to death. They looking for the vein. When they think they found it, the next thing they do is wipe. When they wipe, the next couple of seconds, they're going in. So I know when they're going in. But I try to play all the mental games I can for my comfort. So it's like, don't tell me. Just don't say it. And my eyes are always closed and I'm always looking the opposite direction. I can never look at anything they're doing. Even after that IV is in my arm, I never look. I can sit there for 2 hours getting that iron infusion. I never look at my arm. When they take it out, I don't look. I cannot. I don't know if I think I'll pass out. I don't want to see something sticking out of my skin. Like, yeah, it's weird. I'm not looking. So I never see it the entire time. I turn my head. I look away. I let them do their thing, and when it's in my arm, I walk to the room like this. IV in arm, and I'm like, let's go. I'm still not looking. So, anywho, we are probably, it's 1:40. My appointment's at 2 o'clock. And if you watch my last video, you learned I am usually never on time. I am always early. I'm anal about being early to every single thing I could possibly be early to. I'm going to tell you guys something. What do you mean I can't go down this street? But I need to go down this... What? Jesus. All right, I'll be late today. Because they got the daggone road blocked off. I mean, what? I need to go down this street. How do I get to my... Wow. Oh my God, I got to figure out a way around to get back. Oh my God, this is... I mean, I don't even see a car wreck. I see one man that look like they have him out on the sidewalk doing a sobriety test. You blocked the whole street off for that? Man, how? Okay, maybe this street will take me there. I don't know, but Jesus, what is it? I don't even know this road. This is like a neighborhood. Jesus. I have no idea what's going on back there, but they have... I didn't see any car collisions or anything like that. I literally just saw a man on the sidewalk like he was doing a sobriety test, and I think 3 or 4 police cars and some other stuff going on. I'm following a trail of cars in front of me. I don't know where they were going. Obviously, I wouldn't know where strangers are driving to, but hopefully following them will lead me to another road that'll get me back hooped and looped around to my iron infusion. Oh, I gotta get there. I mean, I look, this is why I do early, guys. This is why I do early. I talk about being anal and needing to be early to things, and this is why when unexpected things like this happen, car crashes, there's a wreck on the side of the road, police doing, I don't know, just whatever, construction, inclement weather, this is why I leave early. Now, I've got a few minutes to play with, but I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going down a different road. Hopefully, I can loop back. What road? I don't know these streets. I know a way I could have gotten there, but I definitely would have been there after 2. And one thing about it, they don't even like doing the infusions as late as 2 o'clock. Oh, hold a minute. Maybe. Come on. They don't like doing the infusions as late as 2 o'clock. Oh, is this the road? Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. Yes, it took me. Okay. Perfect. It literally, I just followed these cars and I just went around. I'm very good with directionals when I'm driving. So I'm thinking, take this next left that I needed to take that they have blocked off. Keep going and going and going to the left, and you should left yourself back to where you need to be. And luckily I did. The street they have blocked off, I'm past where they have blocked off, but I'm back on that road. Thank God. Because I was about to go all the way back down the street, go up a whole nother street, hit a Walmart. I would have been late. And they very well could have refused me because the length of time it takes to do the iron treatment, I think it's right at the time they close the office. So they're like, yeah, you can't come at 2:30 and be here till 4:30, 5 o'clock because, yeah, we're going home. So I think 2 is about the latest. So, yeah. But we're back on track. And sometimes I like to be a little nosy and see what's going on. Baby, I got things to do. I got to go in here and deal with anxiety and stress. I don't have time to see what's going on back there. I would like to know why you had me blocked off and I couldn't get down the road. But you know what? We ain't going to stress that because guess what? We're back on the road and we are probably 3 minutes from the office. And while we are 3 minutes from the office, it is 1:40. I'm going to have to say 1:40 because my clock is always 5 minutes fast. So my clock says 1:45. So I'm good. I probably would have had time. The way I drive, I probably would have had time to go the long way to get here. But, that's interesting. 2 of the cars I was following are actually turning into the medical facility that I'm turning into. So that's interesting. 2 of the cars that I was like... was about 4 or 5 of us. 2 of them dropped off. It's just 3 of us in the still. So, anywho, we made it. And I'm early. But maybe if they get me in early, I'll get out early. And of course, I got to go potty. Because I got to go get this stuff off my bladder. 50 plus ounces of water. Juice. And I think I said earlier that the drink packs that I'm drinking, or the juice that I was drinking, it wasn't like orange juice. It wasn't like real freshly squeezed lemonade. There's just water with drink packs. So it was like a lemonade flavor. And it was a watermelon flavor. Maybe it was cherry flavor. And then the orange juice was like an orange sunrise is what they call it. Orange drink flavor. So yeah, it's just flavored watered packs, drinks that I drink. So we are here. We're gonna park and get in. I have something real quick to tell you guys something, because when we get through with this iron infusion, since you're hanging out with me today, we may have a problem. So one thing about my vehicle, oh yeah, it's probably already showing it to me. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I drive somewhat of a smart car, right? It's very smart, and it's always going to let me know if I'm about to crash. So as I was turning a while back to get in the right lane where I needed to turn, this red truck did some fast motion. I just kind of looked in my rearview mirror. I'm driving safely. I'm just checking to see what he's doing, making sure he's, what are you doing? The split second I looked in my rearview mirror, my car started going ding 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 ding, and it will actually start depressing the brakes for you. It starts to do this violently vicious braking motion. It's almost like the front of your vehicle is going to go in the street, go on the ground. It's just like dang dang dang. It's stopping your car without you knowing, right? I looked up, I'm like, oh, okay. Everybody in front of me was braking relatively quickly, and the person behind me almost crashed into the back of me. But what I felt in that is I started to brake myself. I felt like a lockup in my brake. My brake did something, and I felt it in my foot. This has happened before. Because when I got this car, I was like, wait, what's going on? The next time I get in my vehicle, it may not start. I may have to hit the gear shift, the brakes, the steering wheel. I'm going to have to take a hammer and beat my car to death to get it to go. I don't know. It helps you from crashing, but the next time you get in your vehicle, if it doesn't, that's a good thing. Hopefully, because I'm talking about it, it won't do it. Like I speak that reverse psychology. But baby, we may not be going nowhere for a while. I almost had it told one day it did it so bad. But I kept playing with it, It gives you all these instructions and tell you what to do. And I'm doing what it's saying to do, but it still won't start the car. So I'm actually going to shut it off and just see what happens. And it may not do it that quickly. It may take a minute. But let's shut it off and see if it starts. It started. But again, the issue is, I think once it sits a while, because I don't even know why it still has this weird thing on my screen. Let me see if I can show it to you. That's usually not on my screen. Something totally different is usually on my screen. So, and see, I don't know if it would show me what was about to happen. See, that right there. That right there, that might have been the truck that I was looking at, because he was doing something weird. That might have been the truck. So maybe I have some type of camera on this daggone car. And then this was probably me about to crash into that. And I don't know if that was when somebody was about to crash into the back of me. Yeah, that's never on my screen. But it's on my screen now. Let me get in this appointment. I'm so mad. Because, I'm not mad. I'm good for now. Because hopefully I can get back in the car and drive. But my screen don't display that. I just have to look up and like, what's that? So yeah, we'll see. Today was absolutely horrible. I had 3 freaking sticks. In my previous video, I told you guys I am a 1-stick chick, and I'm out of here. You watched me hydrate. I did the thing that I was supposed to do. 1 stick didn't work. I remained calm. The 2nd stick didn't work. I started to do the freak out. And then I said, I'm not doing it today. I'm leaving. I'm going to go home. And then I thought about how much I was drinking and drinking and drinking. And I'm like, what are the chances I come back on a different day to get this second round and it doesn't work? It should be working today. There's no reason it's not working today. So I suck it up. And I did the unthinkable, a third stick. We'll talk more about the details when I get in my vehicle and I can speak louder and freely. But yeah, this is where we are. One attempt. 2 attempts. And the actual IV. That's where we tried. It didn't work. That's where it ended up at. And the other attempt is on my left arm. That's on my right arm.
I really thought you retired and moved the boat that we haven't seen you in so long.
We'll talk about the details when I get to the car.
Oh boy.
Still here. I just started beeping, so it's 4 o'clock. Still here. I'm out of there. I'm officially out of there. I'm going to do my best to talk about what happened on the inside as quickly and as lightly and move on. Because I'm honestly, did it rain while I was in there? I'm honestly all in my head. I'm so far in my head, it's not funny. And if I go into deep details, it's just not going to be good if I go into serious details. So I'm going to try not to do that. I'm going to try my best not to go into serious details. I'm going to, actually, before I even crank the car and go, oh, gosh, let's hope we can crank the car. I think we're good. The guy that usually is my guy, and I just kind of recently got with him, he came in, he put the needle in, the IV. I could tell it wasn't, when he got quiet and kept pushing my arm, I said, okay, he don't have it. It's not in him. So after a while, he had to tell me, I don't like it. I don't like how I look. I don't like how I look. I said, okay, I was good. And I think I did really well. I didn't have the same usual anxiety. I just said, okay, do what we got to do. And it didn't hurt. The insert didn't hurt. The second one, I was calm. I didn't flinch. I didn't have as much anxiety as I normally have. But baby, when he said he didn't like that one either, it didn't take. Whoo, my girl. I talked about her last time. She is so freaking hilarious. She does not even seem professional, probably, to some people. Because she's just so down to earth, and the stuff she be saying out her mouth and the way she be talking, I love her to pieces. I wouldn't change a thing about her. I love her personality, her energy. And she's always there for me. She's very supportive. She's just very super friendly and just a trip. She's funny. She came in, and she always checks me. She's the one that gets me in and do everything, do my weight. She said, she just kind of came in and she said, you okay? And I looked at her and I said, I'm not. I broke down. I had a very emotional breakdown. And then I asked her to come closer. And I said, please hold my hand. She said, what? You gonna touch me? And that's just how crazy she is. I'm having an emotional moment. This girl's still clowning. You gonna touch me? I said, girl, if you don't give me your hand. I feel so sorry for that baby, because when I tell you, I'm holding her with my weaker hand, my left hand. I squeeze the donkey boots. Yes, I said donkey boots out that baby's hand. She said, oh my gosh, she said, oh my gosh, what a grip you have there. And I couldn't even talk to tell her, baby, this is my weak hand. This is not my right hand. When he had, after the second stick, I said, I'm going home. I'm going home. I freaked out. I was hyperventilating. I was doing everything. I'm going home. I'm going home. I can't, not today. I'm not doing it today. Not doing it today. Then I thought about it. You drank and drank and drank and drank and drank and drank. You prepared yourself. So he was trying to give me this positive pep talk. And she knew that's not what I needed. So she was kind of like, oh my God, don't do that. Don't do that. Because she ain't, don't do that. That is not at all what she needed to hear now. And so he said, he said, he has a little bit of an accent, and he said something about, you shouldn't complain. I said, I'm not complaining, and it has nothing to do with you. I said, and my mental health is my mental health. You can't change how I'm feeling and what's going on in my mind. I can't even change it. So again, this has nothing to do with you, but I feel how I feel, and my anxiety is not going to go away. So, and he's usually pretty cool. He don't have a lot of patience, but he can get the needle in. So I'm gonna need him to have a little more patience, because them pep talks in the midst of turmoil, baby, shh, just shh, get the needle in, get the IV in. Anywho, I thought about it, and I said, that's when I broke down and had my emotional breakdown. I said it. He said, did you drink anything? I had to pause before I could even answer him. I said, that's all I did. I drank and I drank. That's all I've been doing is drinking. I'm just having a whole moment. She was just like, she said, it's okay, baby. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing so good. And so I started beating my foot on. I was like, I just want to fight. I just want to punch something. I want to punch something. When you tell me to hydrate, and I hydrate, and that's what I do. What else am I supposed to do when I do what I'm supposed to? I mean, I'm having a whole breakdown. So I'm thinking, come back another day. Why? I did what I was supposed to do today. Like, I can't drink that much more another day. He said, you want to come back tomorrow? I said, absolutely not tomorrow. I'm not coming back tomorrow. No. So I had to think that thing through. I'm like, the way you drank and hydrated, you should be good today. So mentally go through this another day. I already have to come back next week for round 3. I'm stuck on round 2. Yeah, let's get this done today. I've never willingly just said, okay, 3 sticks. Okay. 1 stick, I'm out the door if you don't get it the first time. I let him do the 3rd stick. He went and got a heating pad. He said, I'm going to try something. I said, do whatever you need to do. Just do whatever you need to do. Just please stop. The talking annoys me. Just do what you need to do. He went and got a heating pad. He had that heating pad all over my arm. I said, oh, that's my 3rd rule, y'all. Here we go. Do not tell me you're going to stick when you're ready to stick. Give me the smallest, tiniest needle. And do not stick me if you don't see a good vein. Those are the 3 rules, guys. I couldn't remember it on the way here. If you don't see a good vein, don't go in, because that's the reason we do 1, 2, 3 sticks. Cause you sticking me and you don't see a good vein. That's what's in my head. When something don't go right, that means you didn't see the right vein to go in. Anywho, let's shorten this because I need to get on to the stores and do what I have to do. Those are the 3 rules though. Tiniest needle possible. Do not stick me if you don't see a good stick. And when you're ready to stick, don't tell me. I'm like, gosh, I couldn't think of them. Anywho, he had his heating pad all up and down my arm. I said, don't stick me if you don't see it. This your 3rd try, and this is it. 3 strikes, you are absolutely out. He knew the rule. He knew what I didn't want him to do. Then he started patting and beating on my hand. He told me patient abuse. I said, baby, beat my brains out if you need to. Get this IV in my arm. I need this iron. But the fact that he's doing all that, he has a heating pad up and down my arm. He's beating and beating. You don't see a good vein. What the hell's going on today? Long story short, he got it in my right hand, kind of like on the side. It was like on the side a little bit. I was not a happy camper, but all I know is I have to do this 1 more time, and I can't make the 2nd time a bunch of times trying. Now let's get it in today. I've never willingly said 3 sticks. Babe, I need to get that iron today. I'm going to shut this off, guys. I want to get it out. I have to have my own personal moment off camera, and then I'm going to roll. I got things to do, but yeah, today was not a good day. And I start these videos at home so that you're able to see the fact that I do my best to prepare, to prep, to drink, to hydrate. That's why I started in my house, and I carry you out throughout the day with me. I'm going to get off of here, have my moment I need to have to just really calm down, because now that I have to go in other establishments, everybody's going to work my nerves. Everything somebody say to me, every way somebody look at me is going to disturb my spirit, because I'm already messed up. So I need to woosah, digress, do my best to change my energy so I can get through the rest of this evening the best way I can. Hey guys, so I'm back on. I don't really know how much more filming I'm going to do today because honestly, I can't shake the mood that I'm in. I guess because my hand is a little tender from the IV being in there. Mentally, I'm just messed up that I'm walking around looking like I've been at war. I need to go in Walmart, Dollar Tree, and Family Dollar. Not Family Dollar. I need to go in Walmart, Dollar Tree, and Publix. And I literally look like I've been in some type of war. Combat. I've got 2 bandages on my right arm and hand, and then one on my left. And unfortunately, I have on a short sleeve shirt, so I look like I feel. Let me let you guys see. Left hand. I'm not a happy camper. And I just, like I said, I can't really shake my mood. I did this video to have a day out with me getting my second round of my iron infusion. I don't know. We'll see when I go in the stores if I feel like filming some more. And even if I do, y'all know what mood I'm going to be in already. So I won't be my usual clowning, silly, jovial self. I'm just not feeling it. Yeah. And it probably is coming from what's next, what's to be expected. I have to do this again next week. And I don't know if it's going to be prosperous or another hailstorm. So I already have anxiety. And each experience brings on new anxiety because now I am looking. I always know when they're going to go in. I talked about that before going in. I always know when they're going to stick because they get quiet. They rub the little alcohol pad. You know it's time to stick. Now I have a new anxiety that I've never had really before. Well, I've had it before slightly, but it's profound. Now when you get in my arm, I'm tripping because is it good? Is it good? Is it good? Are we good? Are we good? Do we have to do a restick? Is it take? Did it take? Did it take? And they're quiet. They won't say anything because they know they're going to mess me up. But the silence is like them saying something because I'm now curious. Like, well, aren't you saying anything? What's happened? Because usually they'll be like, okay, good. We're all good. We're good to go. We're all set. They'll say something. The fact that you've inserted that thing in my arm and you're saying nothing, I know something's wrong. So I'm sitting there because they've told me a few times in the past that I get tensed and I mess something up. Like, yeah, it was in, but you got a little too tense for me. So I'm trying to just relax and have zero emotion and not really try to do, trying to be like this and not be like, oh, what's going, it's so, I'm gonna get off of here because again, it's so much to this. It's mental anguish. I'm gonna run through these stores and try to get home because that's where I need to be. I'm taking the phone in with me just in case I feel like doing some footage. But drop down in the comments. Does anyone ever not get on camera if you're not feeling it? I always in my head think I should have the best energy, be in the best mood, feel like I want to clown, be silly, be myself, my funny self. And if I'm not that, I don't think there's a reason to get on camera. But do you have a day like today where something happened and you just continue because your day was a day of content in your head? That's what you wanted to do. Do you have those days? Do you have those days where you just like, I'm gonna do it anyway? I typically don't think I should, well, not I, but I don't think anybody. I think you should be on camera if you're just not feeling it. But if you're doing a vlog of your day or your life or get ready with me, hang out with me, it's a part of the day. It's a part of the life, It's a part of my day today. So it's like, why not stay on camera? Why not film it? That's loud. That's very loud. So I don't know if you guys can really hear what I was saying, but oh my gosh. It's cold as I don't know what in Walmart. I'm going to look at, hopefully purchase one thing for sure, and I'm going to look for something else in here, and I'm going to get out of here. I do have a long sleeve shirt in my car, and I probably will be putting it on typical that it's cold in businesses where it's not that cold outside, but it's a little bit annoying. Anywho, I'm gonna run through here and maybe our next stop will be Dollar Tree, then Publix last. Typical. So I told you guys because of my gastroparesis, gut disease, that I've lost so much weight, and I was saying how I look aged and stuff. What I have, let me get these because I pulled these over here and I don't need somebody to get them because I'm getting ready to purchase them. So what I have also resorted to doing is having to buy little girls clothing. Yeah, I'm in girl size now. Small pants in women don't really work for me anymore. So I found in Walmart they have these pair of this clothing line for girls. It's called Justice. I'm gonna flip these around and show you guys. Cute little cargo type of pants. I have these and I actually cut the bottoms of them because they were too long for me. I already have these, and so it's Justice. They're really nice clothes. I mean, got a little distress here going on. They're really nice. They're little girls, but I wore them the other day. The person I was hanging out with was like, oh my gosh, you look so cute. I mean, you couldn't tell. They're like grown women pants. They really did. They look like grown women pants. So I have also, they have some tan ones also. And let's see if we can. Let's see. They also have some tan ones that are very similar. Very similar cargo pants. A little difference. They got a different pocket there. So yeah, a little different, but similar. Cargo. Justice also. Same thing, Justice. So what happened was I had these pants and I think I accidentally washed, and they're tan, as you can see. They're very tan. Accidentally washed them with actually the pants that I have on now. So let's show you the pants I have on now. Of course, you would say, why would you wash tan with red? Well, I've had these pants forever. I got these pants in New York, I don't know how many years ago, like 8-10 years ago. And I thought they had faded and bled out. If they were going to do any bleeding, it was over, right? So I threw them in the washer together. And I could be wrong, but when I look at the tan pants now, they just look like they have a red tinge to them. So I decided I'm going to buy them all over again. I got to buy them all over again.
I decided to get both of them.
I absolutely cannot wear the pants because I had a couple of tan sweaters I was going to wear with these pants. And I could just see the red. Holding them up in the closet, I really couldn't see them. But when I put them against all the tan brown, so I said, oh yeah, I see it now. So I just feel like I messed them up. And so yeah, I find, and that's another thing, the ones that I have are a size 14. They're a little bit tight on my booty. But once I wear them for a while, they kind of loosen up. So these are actually a 16. So getting in them initially, that's the size I need. But when they get a little relaxed, I'm going to probably feel like they're too big on me. But it is what it is. I found the pants that I was in here looking for. When I walked in Walmart, I said, I am going to hopefully buy one thing and hope to find the other. The pants were the other, and I found them. So we're going to get the next item, which is my favorite pumpkin bread. I'll show you. We're going to get a few boxes and head out. Freaking love that. That pumpkin bread is bomb. So I'm going to grab 2 or 3 boxes. We're going to check out. So I can tell I'm calming down a lot more than I thought I would be at this point. And I was probably real rushed and quick and probably all over the place in Walmart, which is the part where I say I don't technically like to do the whole vlogging thing. I just think you're so much like this and you're just doing everything. And I was just trying to get in and out. The anxiety, you probably saw the anxiety inside the store. Me just rushing and flipping the camera all around and not being slow and strategic about what I was saying or showing. But yeah, I went in for my pumpkin bread. I love that stuff. It's something that doesn't upset my stomach because I was told a few months back I was pre-diabetic. I've cut back on sugars. That's another thing with gastroparesis. I talked about it last week. We have to eat the most unhealthiest crap, which is the stuff that doesn't make us sick. But if you are diabetic, all that sugar is no good for you. So it's always a catch-22 with this gut disease. So what I do with the pumpkin bread, I love it. In or out of season, I love it. I was eating it before the holidays. What I love about it, or what I do with it, is I purposefully have it once a month. I do not allow myself to eat it more than once a month. That's my treat. I mean, of course I eat sugars probably every day, all day, in some food or another. But for the sake of my favorite treat, I could eat those every day of the week. I could fix one, eat it all. Soon as I'm out, eat another one, cook another one. I could. I don't. So one thing I didn't talk about because I had so much anxiety when I got in the car is the car did successfully start. Once I left the antagonizing iron infusion appointment, it started. So previously I had I didn't even have to slam on brakes. My car does it for you. It's going to let you know that you're about to crash because everybody was just suddenly braking. So that wasn't a problem when I got back in the vehicle, thankfully. Just left out of Walmart. So interesting, quick, weird story. I happened to look in the pantry and I'm like, I don't always do the grocery shopping in the house. I don't do it myself. I'm like, baby, why do I have plain Cheez-Its? I don't eat plain Cheez-Its. I always get the cheddar jack Cheez-Its, right? So I'm like, okay, next time I go to a store, I need to take these Cheez-Its back. And I will get something like that, a snack. I will go and take it to any store that'll take it back because all y'all sell it, right? Doritos, plain chips, you sell them. I'm just going to take it back. I was going to Publix to exchange them, but I said, Walmart's usually easy as crap to send stuff back. So let's go ahead and do the exchange in Walmart. How wrong I was. I said, I want to exchange these plain ones and get this other box. The girl said, I said, I want to exchange these plain ones and get the ones that was intended to get. She said, oh, it's not going to let you exchange it. I said, huh? She said, yeah, if you do an exchange, you have to exchange for the exact same item. I said, but baby, why would I give you the same? If I don't want the item, why would I then come to the counter with the same item? And she was just looking at me just like she just couldn't make it make sense. She said, I don't know, it's just this, it won't let me exchange it for a different item. That's usually what you're exchanging for. And I said, well, why would I give you an item in exchange for the exact same item? So she made it make sense a little bit. She said, I guess if something was wrong with it or it was spoiled. So I'm just in the store looking at her. And I'm looking like, you seriously not going? I said, is there a price difference? She said, oh, let me check. Like that was going to matter because her answer was still no. She said no. She checked both boxes. At this point, both boxes are sitting on the counter. The flavors aren't even facing her. They're facing me. I think to myself, gee, this isn't going to go over how she thinks it's going to go over. Because why the heck can I walk in here and tell you I don't want this box that's unopened, undented, damaged, harm, anything, and get another one of the flavor that I want? I looked at her. I said, so I really can't exchange these for the ones I want. She said, no. I said, okay. Since the flavors were facing me and not her, I picked up the one I wanted and walked out the door. I walked in there with a paid for box of Cheez-Its. So, baby, I walked out of there with the ones I wanted. I didn't steal nothing. I exchanged them in front of her face without her approval, but they still got exchanged. What harm did I do? Is Walmart going to shut down? Is every Walmart across the globe going to shut down because I got a box of Cheez-Its with a flavor on it that I wanted and not the original plain ones? I'm like, boy, I tell you, when you say stuff to me that don't make sense, I'm going to make it make sense if you can't. And I know good and well, I've done it. I've done it in Publix. Like accidentally, the wrong bag of Doritos. Oh, baby, I don't need this flavor. I need the nacho cheese ones. Oh, go ahead and get them. They don't even go through the thing. Just put them in the bag and you walk out the door. Sometimes they may do the scan, but I've done it in Walmart. I don't know what her issue was today. And I said, oh, there must be something new because I've definitely done it in here before. I just looked at her. I looked at the boxes. I'm like, oh, they're facing me. I'm going to leave the original ones with you. And what's she going to do? turn the box around after I walked off, realizing and come run down the aisle and get me. Baby, I ain't committed no crime. Bye. Go home and enjoy these cheeses whenever my raggedy gut will allow me. Anywho, next trip, Dollar Tree. I tell you what. Say what you want. We did it again. What did we do again, Destiny? Made it out till it was dark. I kind of knew I wasn't going to make it in before it got dark. But here we are. One last stop is Publix. It's funny how it's daylight. It's the top of the day when I say I have to do what I have to do. And then it seemed like it's like midnight by the time I'm making that last stop. Because I'm all bright and early around, 12, 1 o'clock. I got to go to Publix and Dollar Tree. Publix and Dollar Tree. It's not late, but of course it's just dark. And I'm just making it to Publix. I just came out of 5 and Below. I'm going to be on here real quick about this quick little subject that I'm going to share with you all, that I'm going to hop off. Some of the people that deal with me medically are so freaking awesome that I always say I want to do something for them for Christmas. Like I want to go back by the doctor's office and, gift them with a Christmas gift. It's the holidays. And so I must definitely say, I won't really call any names, but, it's really, really dark in here. Should I finish this at home? Yeah, I probably should finish this at home because it's dark. Well, I'm going to finish it real quick. One of the young ladies that I'm always talking about that's so freaking awesome. Like I said, she would appear to be unprofessional to some people, but I love her personality. She down to earth. She quirky. She say whatever. She shoots straight from the hip. I'm definitely going to get her something and take it back to the office before Christmas. There's about 5 people total I could think of that really can tolerate my anxiety, my OCD and whatnot. So it's about 5 people I could think of. Probably 3 at that particular facility, the oncology office. And then when I go to the phlebotomist, where I go get my lab work done, then there's 2 people there. So that's 5, maybe 6. And I'm saying 6 because at the oncology office, my doctor is a male, but he's older. I don't really know if I can do well shopping for an older guy. And when I say I don't like to say old people or call people old because I feel like 70s, 80s, and 90s is old. I guess I could call him an old guy because I think he's up there. He's past ready for retirement. I love him to pieces. He's an awesome guy. But he's definitely, I'm going to say older, but I think he's an old guy. I don't really know that I can shop for him. And then my gastro doctor, same thing. He's a guy, obviously, but I don't know if I can shop for them as easy as it is to get a cute, dainty gift, Christmas gift for a female. So it would be 5 to 7 people if I included my 2 doctors. 5 women and then my 2 doctors. The men are probably going to be out, so it's probably going to be just the 5 women. And it may be 4 items. 4 people, 4 items. I don't know. But I just have like 5 and below to see if they had any little cute. Because I'm not trying to be, above and beyond all super duper expensive. Just something to say thank you. I appreciate you. So very small, inexpensive gifts. 5 and below last year had so much stuff. They're not doing it this year. Maybe it can't be too soon. We already in December. I'm going to check next week. If not, I'll just head to Walmart. Other stores, I'll find something. Yeah. That's what's on my heart. I'm laid to do, and what's laid on my heart to do, and I think I'm gonna definitely do it. Cause baby, y'all see the type of anxiety I be going through, and I have a few people that really support and have patience and deal with my anxiety drama. I mean, for real. Even though I know I'm getting ready to walk in Publix, I cannot believe I'm going to walk in Publix. I can't believe that my day has been so long and antagonizing. My hand hurts where the IV was. I don't think he did anything wrong. It was just such an awkward position. I couldn't even really be on my phone inside while getting the infusion because I was just so scared to move my arm or hand a certain way. So it's just still tender. But walking into Publix, I mean, for real, for real. Even though I know I'm getting ready to walk in Publix, I cannot believe I'm going to walk in Publix. I can't believe that my day has been so long and antagonizing. My hand hurts where the IV was. I don't think he did anything wrong. It was just such an awkward position. I couldn't even really be on my phone inside while getting the infusion because I was just so scared to move my arm or hand a certain way. So it's just still tender. But walking into Publix, I mean, for real, for real. Even though I know I'm getting ready to walk in Publix, I cannot believe I'm going to walk in Publix. I can't believe that my day has been so long and antagonizing. My hand hurts where the IV was. I don't think he did anything wrong. It was just such an awkward position. I couldn't even really be on my phone inside while getting the infusion because I was just so scared to move my arm or hand a certain way. So it's just still tender. But walking into Publix, I mean, for real, for real. Even though I know I'm getting ready to walk in Publix, I cannot believe I'm going to walk in Publix. I can't believe that my day has been so long and antagonizing. My hand hurts where the IV was. I don't think he did anything wrong. It was just such an awkward position. I couldn't even really be on my phone inside while getting the infusion because I was just so scared to move my arm or hand a certain way. So I am back. I'm in the house. I'm home. Publix is done. Everything is done. And baby, I'm tired. I'm going to sign off and say good night. I am about to unload my car, bring everything in. Those of you who've been watching know I go through my OCD rituals. I'll have to wipe everything down, clean everything up because I don't put things away in my house until I do so. And then I'm going to eat. I may eat before I finish all of that because I'm hungry and I really haven't eaten today. Other than that wrap you saw me eat early in the video because that's when I left the house. Now that I'm back, I need to eat. But thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you all. Could you subscribe to the channel if you haven't? Like the video, share it, and have a great week. It is Tuesday, so there's still a few more days left in the week for you to have an amazing week. See you all next time.